Do you like my shirt? It's my favourite one. Hello. You might have noticed my beard's gone, and you might have noticed it's uneven. Let's not talk about it. Welcome to day 18, day 18 of the UK lockdown. I'm doing little videos every day just to sort of document these weird times we're living in, and also to keep people company. And if you've been watching these videos, then you may well know that as a nice little thing to, you know, just a nice little routine, a nice little crafty type thing, I've been keeping a sourdough starter. Now, for the first maybe like a week or so of its life, I wasn't doing it right. I was just, you know, only scooping off a little bit off the top and replacing that. You really need to like get rid of at least half of it every day and replenish it, which is why it's better to keep a smaller one. What I was doing was I had 600 grams of starter in a jar, and I was just taking 100 grams off of it and replacing that. So it wasn't working. But once I switched it up, it started to become a lot more active, and yeah, basically I have made a loaf with it. And what I will do is I will leave a list of the sort of resources I've been using for my sourdough journey, let's say, down in the description. If you fancy making one, you know, it was sort of, I watched Claire and Brad's Bon Appetit sourdough video like 10 times. There was a BBC Good Food recipe. There was also, I think something from some random blog, but it's the kind of thing where every website is going to tell you something a little bit different. You know, like they'll tell you to use these artisanal flours and stuff like that, but I just had plain flour and that's all I could really find. So that's all I've been using, but it's all you need. It's just flour and water. So what I did was I divided the dough and used one part to make bread and the other to make pizzas. I think the part that I used to make pizzas was too thin because they turned out, the stuff was delicious, right? But the pizzas themselves didn't crisp up in the oven and they went almost totally flat, like paper flat. They did not expand. So I think maybe I'll try that again another time, but the bread actually went surprisingly well. So I shot a little bit of footage and we can just, you know, go into that now, have a little watch and I'll talk you through it. Cool, so here's some gorgeous, tasteful shots of the bread. I really feel like I should have cut it in a cross shape. I think that might have given it more room to like expand. But it looked great anyway, and yeah, here's the bit where I show you the crumb. It's quite close, like it's quite, it was heavy, like the bread was dense. But you can see there, like it has little give, it's got a lot of spring, but it was still really tasty, even if it was dense. And that actually meant that it made really, really good toast as well, because it was dense. But we had some sandwiches with it and they were great. They were really great. I think, yeah, so you can see that it has some big bubbles in it. So it's not completely solid if that's how you like your bread, but it still made really good sandwiches. I was a big fan. Anyway, I thought it was delicious. Awesome toast. There you go. So that's got some salted butter on it. That was amazing toast. That's what makes me want to remake it, basically. I hadn't toasted it all the way through though, so that's why it flopped a bit. But here we go. He's trying some. Oh, he liked it. He did like it. So making this, keeping the sourdough starter alive and making the bread and stuff, it felt really good that it went right. You know, mostly right. It was delicious. I had a sandwich with it today. It was fantastic. Not, you know, maybe it could have been better. I don't know, but I liked the bread. And I think in these kind of weird times as well, it's all about, you know, enjoying your small victories, right? Enjoying your little joys. And this has definitely been a joy to do and make. And seeing as I still have the sourdough starter, it's still living. I'm going to be making some more bread for sure. Who knows, maybe I'll perfect it. Maybe I'll be the next big sourdough guy. Anyway, bye.